like in the office, who are in the office working?
Officer?
Pardon?
Officer?
You means lecture?
Maybe.
Okay,
Because
so from the internal side, we have, of course, the principal, the chancellor, okay, those important person, management side, okay, and also the admin staff. These are all the internal key stakeholder. They have an interest because they are staff and employee of the university. So if the university is doing well, they have their job secure. And if it is a good working environment, they have the chance to grow their personal, maybe they have a dream to become a lecturer, they have the dream to run a sport activity in a school, okay, it depends. And then beside the staff, who else is in the business, in the university? Any other one? Okay, University of New Era is a special entity because they are built and established by Chinese community. So actually they have a something like committee board inside that they will have meeting regularly to discuss the growth of the university. So those are the person that have interest in the running of the U. Okay, okay. From the outside, external, who are the customer of the U? Jumbo.
Students.
Yes, first you guys lah. Yeah, you are the external key stakeholder of a new era. Why you choose this you, not others? Okay, there must be reason, right? Jumbo, why you choose this you?
Because it convenience for me.
Huh?
Because it convenience for me.
Okay, in what kind of convenience? Near to your house?
Yes.
Okay, near to your house. So this become your reason. Any other? Why you choose this university? Basically, why? Why you come to University New Era, not others? Huh? I cannot hear you. I think you have mute your microphone. I cannot hear her. You turn off your microphone, I think. Okay, never mind. Yuan Hao, why you come to New Era?
near to my
So
house.
all of you are lazy to travel to other state or other place for school.
Yes.
Okay, then what are the concerns of you after you choosing this you? The quality of the course, or whether you get friends from the school, or the facility, the cost of the program. So what are the main concerns? Not just near, right? Sanjita, what are your main concerns?
My main concern.
What?
One is because near, then second is got scholarship.
Yes, maybe it's one of the reason, okay, because a New Era offer a lot of scholarship to you, okay? Maybe a loan, study loan, they offer very cheap, maybe low interest loan to you, so they choose here. Okay, there are many concerns that you will think before you come to New Era. Okay, so you are customer of student will consider all those factors before choosing. Okay, beside customer, who else have interest in New Era from the outside? Investor, okay. From a private college, maybe yes, they are investor like Sunway, Inti, yes, they will be investors, so they are concerned because they will have dividends or maybe profit from the company, the university. If you are aware of Sunway company is actually a public listed company, okay, on our main Bursa, the share trading platform. So it means they are investor, even the public holding the share of Sunway. So Sunway might declare dividends, so they will give dividend to their shareholder. So all those shareholder will look at the share price and think, okay, whether this Sunway is making profit or not. Okay, so yes, investor has an interest in the performance of the business, but New Era is a bit different because we are not like public listed. We didn't offer our share to outside person. So who are interested? Okay, I will say government has an interest. Okay, because they will look at, maybe there are some special nature of New Era that make a government will also interested of how we run our educations, okay? Because of Dong Jiao Zhong is also an independent education organization, so they have an interest to look at it because we are not doing the government's education, the normal government education for the secondary school, okay, independent school. So government will have an interest in it to know how we run it, okay? And then whether to provide support as a form of financial fund, okay, sponsor. Okay, if you heard of it, we got sponsor and donation from governments, I think 2 times, 2 years or 3 years back. Okay, so those are the person. Who else? Customer are students, maybe also parents will have interest in New Era because they are looking for university for their children. So parents will have interest, and also government will have interest. Any other party? Do we have supplier? Do we have supplier? No? We produce our thing? How about I mean, you have library, you have book, and then you have computer, you need software to run a lot of like courses in design. So do we have supplier? Yes, we have supplier to support the education running. Okay, we need to find a supplier for all the computer lab facility. Okay, we need somebody to actually build the computer lab, okay, to design how the computer is arranged, okay, the data, the server, and also the software company, okay, to offer education edition software to you. Okay, those are the example of supplier of university. Even guard, okay, the security guard is not control. Last time university control, okay, they hire security guard, but now they already changed. They outsource this to another security company. Okay. Do you aware of this? Okay. So our security guard, if you really aware of the difference, some wearing white uniform and some wearing blue uniform in the New Era. Okay, because the blue one is actually still under New Era. The O means they are already here. Yeah, but for the white, actually they came from outside security company because we outsource this to another company already, so that the HR can be focused on all the stuff inside the teaching office department. Okay. Then the third one, business process. So what are the business process in an education center like university? Okay. We have recruitments and marketing team that go out to sell the programs, the study program. Okay, how do you know about New Era? Maybe you will staying near to New Era, so you pass by New Era every day, so you know. But what about those students from outstation? from different state, how they get to know new era. Maybe it's from our sales team. Okay, the sales team went out to give talk, okay, to participate in education fair, so that they can promote new era to outside person. So promoting, marketing become one of the main business process in the university. Okay, after promoting, there are students coming into the U to ask about the course. So who are going to answer them? So we have our some sort of customer service staff, okay, in the main lobby outside of office, right? You will saw them sitting there. So when people enter into the ground floor office, there will be customer service come out and answer, try to answer your question. What do you want to know about university? And also at the same time promote the courses lah. Okay, so we involve customer service process. Then after that, when the students decided to sign up for a program, okay, we have registration process. What are the registration process you went through last time? Okay, you need to fill out a form. Okay, after you fill out a form, you had to submit, and then you wait for offer letter. Then you come up to the office again. You need to do the payment. So these are all the small processes involved in a registration process. Okay, after you register, okay, you wait for a schedule. Okay, so you will have the schedule in your email. You know when is the start of the course. Okay, then there will be audit. Maybe you will come up to the university before the class commence for we call it the first day of the U. Okay, you come up, they explain to you all the important department in the U, and then you start your study. And after that, we have examination. So how they plan to conduct examinations to students. So these are the business process. So if you compare to a restaurant, it's totally different. Correct or not? Right? Okay, so as a key person, or if you are running a business, or if you work in a company, you have to have in your mind what are the main business process in this company. Okay. Then the last one, the value change. After you identify the small business process, you will have a big look or the overlook of the whole value change. Okay, means from the start to the end, from the raw material to the finished product. This is called the value change. Okay. Okay. Limitation of human. Why we use information system? What is the system different from the previous documentations method? Okay. Last time, before we have computer, we have software system, database, okay, manual recording system. We use manual. How it used, you will see a lot of filing. If you watch those old drama, especially old Hong Kong drama, last time, old time, you will see a lot of filing, and you will see a high cabinet storing all the file. Okay, so those are the manual system. But today, office, you will see lesser filing. There are still filing, but lesser, and a lot of data and information are stored in your computer or your pen drive, hard disk, okay, server, all those things. Okay? So human brain has limitation to absorb and process. So we need the help of IT. Okay? We cannot like remember everything. We cannot just by looking at the data, we know what we are going to do next week. Okay? We need the help. We need the help of the IT, okay? The technology to actually process the huge data. Okay? So nowadays, business is not only generating small data. Imagine Taobao. Everyone know of Taobao, right? Taobao, Alibaba, Ma Yun. Okay, so this, imagine how much business they do every day. Okay, so that means they generate a lot of data every day. So where they are going to store all this not by fouling, of course. They will be crazy. They need maybe a few football field to set up store for actually just storing fouling. So it's impossible. Okay, so they need a very big data server to capture and to store and maybe to do analysis from the data. Okay, and then because of human brain has the limitation, we have not the best decision making quality. Okay, and then also we take time to generate a report by just manually doing it, so it will increase the cost. So that's why we need information system. Okay, we have talked about this already. Business process is just a set of related and then structured activity performed by a person, a computer, or machine that help to accomplish a specific goal. Okay, each business process in the business will have a reason. It's not just by doing it for the sake of doing it. There are reasons why you have a sales team going out for education fair. Okay, because we need more students. Okay, why we have customer service. Okay, on the ground floor, because this is the main office that visitor will come in. Okay, so we have the reason behind every business process because we need to achieve the goal. The main goal, of course, to recruit more students. Okay, so this all small business process is planned and organized in a way that we can achieve those goals. Okay, to make effective decisions, stakeholder needs to rely on information. Therefore, they need to know what kind of information they need and how they gather them. So the task you are going to do in this chapter, you will need to think from like as if you are the owner, you are the founder of a business. Okay, you will need to think what are the business process that I want to plan and do in my business so that I can achieve some sort of goal. Okay, what goal you want? Okay, to become the first what, or to generate how many sales in a week. Okay, this information is connected to the business process. Okay. Okay, example has what I said just now. Is it what time now? We can finish here, then we have a break. Okay, we continue first. Okay, example of case study. Okay, you and your brother, for example, okay, or your friends want to set up a store in a busy street in Kuala Lumpur to sell consumer electric appliances. So you rent, you don't want to buy, you rent the building and plan to commence the business in 3 months' time. Okay, now, can you list down the decision that you and your brother needs to make? What kind of information you want? Like brainstorm. You want to set up a store selling electric appliances. Okay, you decided to rent a building. So first thing, you need a physical store. So what are the decisions first? The location, right? You want to know where is your store. Okay, so first thing, where are the location that you want to put as an option? Maybe you have a few, A, B, C, D. Okay, maybe you want to in Bangsa, okay, nearby Mid Valley, or you want to put it at near to KL Tower because you want to in BC straight in Kuala Lumpur, Bukit Bintang. Okay, so you list a few options, but you need to make the decision. So this is an important decision that you need to make. The location of your building. Okay, then, second one, what others? Important decision if you are a founder. Each of you give me one. Okay. Jumbo? Beside location. Where one of the very important thing when you want to set up a business, you need what?
Cash flow.
Huh?
Cash flow.
Yes, you need money. So where do you get from the money from? Is it by your family members, or you want to loan from a bank? So important decision, where is the capital come from? Okay, so location, the capital, the cash flow. Okay, what else? The next one.
A product.
Okay, products mean, because you already know I want to sell consumer electric appliances. So
The customer group.
okay.
Buy.
Yeah, you're correct. You need to target customer. Okay. Maybe you list a few options. Who living in Kuala Lumpur? Maybe working adults. Okay. Who needs these consumer electric appliances? Okay. Maybe you target family living in Kuala Lumpur. Okay. You will target housewife. Okay. There will be yes, you can target housewife, you can target working adult. Who else you want to target? You list a few. Okay. So customer base, your capital, the locations. What else? Just now you mentioned about product. What can you do with the product? What are the decisions you need to make in terms of product?
The price.
Okay, yes, very good. You have to decide the price. Okay. What price you want to sell. Remember, I just mentioned about electric appliances. It's a very broad way. Okay. So a broad range of electric appliances. You need to decide on what brand you want to sell. Okay. And then after you choosing the brand, you need to find who. You need to find who? Supplier, right? You need to know who is your supplier. So maybe there are a few supplier available outside. So you need to get quotation from them. So identify supplier, getting quotation from your supplier, and then maybe you choose from which supplier is your favorite one, okay? Or because they provide the lowest cost, okay? Then maybe you go with them, or maybe they provide the best after sales service, so you choose them, okay? Decision important. Supplier, the brand of the product, and after you have those, then you need to decide the price. Okay, what price you want to sell to your customer? You have a lot of product listing. Each product you have to decide the price. Okay, so you have product, you have supplier, you have price, you have the money already, you have the location. What else? Hmm?
Supplier.
Huh?
Supplier.
Supplier of, yes, you have already found your supplier for your product. What kind other supplier that you need? Maybe you need to find supplier for your office furniture, okay, the electric, the water supply. Maybe you need to renovate your office, so you need to find constructor, okay, all those supplier. Okay, think truly who you need. Okay, what else? You already have the locations. Okay, then in terms of building, you need to consider what? Do you look for a shop lot, or you want to look for a shop in a shopping mall, or you just need a store and maybe you sell it online? So after deciding the location, you need to know what type of building you are looking for. Okay, a shop lot or those shop inside a shopping mall, or maybe others. You need to decide. Okay, come on. We need a lot of decision making here. Besides all those that we have already mentioned, what else? Ding, 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 ding. I hope you already have your breakfast. Okay, I saw something from the chat. Okay, Paisy say hire staff. Yes, you need to know how many staff you need in your shop. You need a shopkeeper, you need cashier maybe. Who else you need? So you need to decide how many staff you need in your shop. Okay. In terms of hiring staff, what else important if a decision you need to make? Okay. For example, you already know you need a cashier and maybe you need a sales. Okay, these two person. If you are the HR, you need to consider what when your boss asks you, okay, hire one sales for me and hire one cashier for me. You need to know the qualifications, okay, what kind of qualification you want for the kind of staff you hire. Okay, is it SPM level is enough to join your company as a sales, or you require them to be a degree holder to actually be your staff? Okay, maybe cashier you need only SPM level or even the drop out from school because you will provide training for them. So your decisions, you need to choose. Okay, then how many, who, the qualifications, what kind of information you need. Do you allow outstation staff to join you? And then do you provide accommodation for them? Okay, so there are many decisions you need to make in terms of just hiring staff. Okay, a good point. Okay, beside that, any others?
Promotion.
Yes, very good. You need to think about your promotions team. Okay, what are the method you want to use? Do you use the traditional way, maybe printing brochure, okay, and then flyers or catalog, okay? So are you using the original traditional way of promoting, okay? Or you want to use Facebook marketing? So you have to create one Facebook profile and then post your thing on the website, okay, so that everybody can see it. Okay, so you have to think how you want to promote your product, marketing. Any others?
The facility
Facility
in the store or in the market.
do you mean facility provided to staff or customer?
Oh,
Staff,
staff.
okay. So Yuan Hao say you need to consider the facility given to staff. Okay, it's about staff benefit. Okay, so you need to consider what kind of physical or non-physical benefit you are going to provide to your staff, others than the pay, the monthly salary. Okay, there are others. For example, maybe you build a small like tennis court for them to enjoy tennis, badminton court, or you have swimming pool, or you want to give one's office as a resting area where you can play computer game like what they do in Google company. Okay, so if you have seen Google company in website, you will see how they have those enjoyments, the leisure corner in their company where staff can actually play the table, football, futsal, and then they can play video games in the company. Okay, so maybe you want to do something like that. Any others? Because you are the founder, so the decision is up to you. You must first list out what are the main decisions, and what are the main points you need to consider before you set up this shop. After you had decided the decisions and the point, then all the business processes of the operation will follow your ideas. So first you must have the list first. Okay. Ada lagi? Any others? Decisions? Yeah. Basically say, you must know your competitor. Okay, if you know Chinese, we call 知己知彼，百战百胜. So you need to know your competitors so that you know how to market your product. So if there any competitor nearby, okay, do you want to like set up your store in the same area, or you want to keep yourself away from your competitor? It's up to you. Okay. Like what you see in all those pearl milk shop, the 珍珠奶茶店. Okay, those pearl milk shop like Boda, this thing. Normally, you will find many shops selling the same beverage and drink in the same area. Okay, so do you want to join those area, or you want to keep yourself away? So you have lesser competitor, or you want to sell it online, so you need to know what kind of platform you are going to use. Are you going to list your product on the Shopee? Then you need to look around whether there are others competitor in Shopee that selling similar product, and what are the price they sell. Do you want to give promotion, or you want to maintain the same level of price? Okay. Yes, very good one. Identify competitor. Any more? No more. So can open business already, lor. Yes, Yuan Hao, you want to say something?
Almost can,
Huh?
almost can open the business.
Almost can open already. I have the location, I have the money, okay, I can open already. Not yet. The important, like, okay, if you are doing business, you need an accounting side. So what are the POS system you want to use? POS means when you go and shopping, they have the scan on your product, and then they will have a price on the computer, then they will collect payment from you. Okay, that is called POS system. So how you want to collect payment from your customer, or just by collecting cash and then you record in your book, or you collect cash and then you put inside your drawer but you don't record. So you need to know whether you need to collect payment and then have a system, a cashier system, okay, in your shop. And then how do you record the software, the computer, the IT side? You need to decide. Any others? You have HR already. You have sales staff already. You have a supplier, and then you know your competitor. You have your product. Then you have your shop. Now you already have your accounting software. Any other things that you need to know? You even have a facility for your staff. Can open already.
Is it we have stock already?
In the beginning, somebody mentioned about looking for brand supplier. You lah, you say right, you need to find supplier, and then we need to find a product.
Consider we have stock.
Then you'll say about promotion. Okay. Any others? If no, then we go to next slide. Okay. This is an example of business process and key decisions. Okay. You have already know you need capital. Okay. Key decision is what kind of capital? Is it your own money, the money from your family, or you going to loan from bank? So these are the key decisions. So what information you need? Information needs is how many or how much money you have in your bank. Okay, or if you are going to loan from the bank, what are the information you need before you decide to loan? You need to know the interest. Okay? You need to compare the interest offered by different bank. Am I going to loan from Maybank, Public Bank, or CIMB Bank? So you need to consider the interest they offer or any other benefit they give you. Okay? They give you overdraft facility in your account. Means even you after you withdraw all the money inside your current account, your business account, you can also take more money at once from the account. Okay? Any other add-on benefit that you get from the bank. Okay? So those are information needs. Okay? After that, you need to acquire fixed asset. Fixed asset means maybe you need computer and then you need those facility inside your shop. So when you acquire fixed assets, of course, you need to know who are the supplier. Okay, so these are key decisions: the price, the cost, okay, the list of fixed asset you need. Information needed, of course, you need to get catalog from your supplier, the price, comparing the quotations. Okay, after you getting all the price list from your supplier, you compare it, then you decide which supplier you want to choose. So these are the business process and key decisions. Okay. You have a pen or pencil with you, right? Okay. Now you go have a break first, go to toilet, drink some water. After you are ready, take out a piece of paper and a pen and fill in this key decision and information needed, starting from hire and train employee. Okay. So in terms of the business process of hire and train employee, what are the key decisions and information we need? We already give some example just now. We already discussed some of this. So you just think back and write it down. But before this, you go and take your break first. Okay, have a break, go to the toilet and then drink some water. Then you come back and do this. And we will discuss after 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Where is Junhao? Okay, we start from hire and trains employee. Can you give me your answer by one? Okay, from Yuanhao is not here. We start from Paisy, and then Jumbo, and then Sanjita. So one by one, give me your answer lah. From hire and train employees, Paisy. So your mic got problems or you want to type? What are the key decisions that you need to make or consider, and the information you need before you decide? While waiting for Paisy to answer, maybe we can go to the next one. Source for material and supplier. Okay, Jumbo, what decision you need to make? Yambo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm James.
We discussed about this just now. We need to get products and supplier. So what are the informations and decisions you need to make?
Quality that supplier giving to us.
Okay, you need to decide. I think that one is informations. You need to know the qualities of the product supply for your from your supplier A, B, C, D. So you need to compare the quality. Okay, one information needs. I will put it as information needs. And what are others?
Key decision is price.
Okay, price. What price you want to get means the cost, the budget, the minimum and the maximum you can go to. Okay, key decisions. And in terms of the price decision, what information you need? Quotations, the price list catalog from supplier. Okay, means the price that the supplier offer. Then your key decision will be the minimum or the maximum cost in your budget. Okay, means you want to control your cost, so you have the minimum and maximum. Any others? Quality, price.
I think that's all, Miss.
Okay, that's all. I will add one, maybe the customer service, the after sales support, because when after you getting materials or the product from your supplier, maybe you need the support, after sales support. Okay, after sales support, maybe the key decisions that you need to make or the information you need. Okay, we go back to hire and trains employee. Okay, basically say employee qualification. Yes, we discussed of that. And then in terms of information needs, maybe their education level and then their work experience. Basically, is the resume lah. Okay, you need the resume from employees. Ada lagi? Key decisions I will add like the job role. Okay, what are the job description, the role, the responsibility of your staff? Okay, means the positions you are looking for. Okay, you need a sales, you need accountants, or you need a HR staff. So you need to make decisions. So these are we call the job description or the job role of employee. To make that decisions, you need information like what kind of the business you are doing, the nature of business, the business processes. Okay. Next one's marketing and advertising. Sanjita.
For marketing and advertising, key decision, I think budget decision
Okay, budget because you need
and
yeah,
media.
For these two.
Yes.
Okay.
And the message that you want to deliver in the advertising message decision.
So under key decisions, Sanjita say we need to know the media. So how you are going to advertise? Okay, is it print material, the brochure, the flyer, or you want to use TV, YouTube, video? Okay, the media. And then you need to know what else? Media, the budget. Okay, the cost. How much you are willing to spend? Okay, on your marketing advertising. And then next one, the last one, what you say?
The message.
Okay, the message that you want to deliver, maybe the tagline. Okay, what kind of information you want to include inside your advertising, or maybe the picture, the image, and then the price, and some promote tagline like car. You heard of a Honda's The Power of Dreams, something like that. Okay, the powerful tagline you want to put in, and maybe about background of your company. Okay, so the information you are intended to deliver to your customer. Okay, what about information needs?
Information need.
Hmm.
The information of the product.
Okay, the information, because you need to know the deliver the message, right? Okay, the product, maybe product specifications. Okay, the product price. Any more?
I think that's all.
Okay, of course you need to know the budget, so you need to get the budget, the cost from your accounting. Okay, okay. Next one, when, how, what is when, how? Okay, never mind. Sell product, what are the key information? We need to decide on the price, of course, and then the brand. Okay, and then what else? We need to know about quantity of how many we want to sell, the target, okay, the target of our sales, and then the packagings of our product, okay? How we are going to package. A few example. The decision needs product specification again, then product cost, product quality. We need to know the product quality, and then we need to know how do we keep the quality, the storage of the product. Okay, how we going to keep the product. Okay, example of that. Okay, I need somebody collect payment from customer, key decisions. Anyone can contribute? In the process of you collecting payment from the customer.
Discounts.
Discount, okay, whether you want to give discount to your customer. Any others? The important one, you collect payment. When you go to the counter, normally you will see what? You can pay by
Payment method.
yeah, payment method. Okay, do you offer a few payment method to your customer, or you only allow cash payment? So the payment method. Any more? Okay. Do you allow credit term? So the customer must pay immediately, or the customer can pay you later. Okay. The credit term, the payment credit term. Okay. So any others? No more? Okay, what about information? You need to know the price. Okay. And then you need to know the payment gateway or the payment platform. If you offer a few, like online transfer, okay, you need to know the platform that you are using. And then if you payment by cash, you need a cash collections machine. you need to have credit card reader, okay, those information. If you are giving discount, you need to know how much or how high the discount you are going to charge or give to your customer, and of course the price, okay, and the product that the customer buying, okay, inside the cart, the product price, what are the product they are buying. So these are the information needs. Okay, pay employee. Of course, we need to know how much you want to pay them, the salary. How you decide on the salary, based on their qualification or based on the positions, or are they paid by hour? Okay, key decisions. And then how regulars are your employee getting their salary? By weekly or 2 weeks once or by month? Okay, you have to decide. Information needs, of course, employee information, bank accounts, and then their positions, and then when is their starting of their job. Okay, so those information needs, or if they are working by hours, their clock-in records you need. Okay, pay vendors means pay your supplier. The key decisions are similar to collect payment from customer. You need to know the payment method, whether they allow you to pay by credit card, online transfer, or even digital payment like Touch and Go, okay, Boost, Big Pays. Okay, so how you pay your vendors. And then key decisions, when you are going to pay them. Okay, you pay them immediately, or you have to wait until your account signs the voucher or check, and then you submit the payment. Key decisions. Information needs, if your vendors send you invoice, you need the invoice, you need the amount, you need the date on the invoice to decide whether you can pay in later. Okay, how long they provide you to pay them, okay, any discount. So it's similar to collect payment from customer. So those are the business process and the key decisions. Of course, the most important thing is information needs. So every business process will involve some kind of information. So those information is where we will focus and emphasize so that we will use them in the future. Okay, so now we move on to business process. Okay. Business process and the relations to transactions. So every transaction is actually the business process. Okay, so if you look at the definitions or the explanation down here, business process can be organized into related transactions. For example, just now we have already mentioned a few: customer payment, you pay your vendors, how you hire your staff, so and then you pay salary to them. Actually, they are transaction, means it involves two parties. It's not just one party. Okay, investor invest fund into business entity. So always there is two or more party involved. Okay, it can be defined as an agreement. Okay? It might be agreement because you involve contract of sales or contract of purchase. Even you hire a staff, you give them contract of employment. So it's an agreement. Okay? The multiply of transaction process can be grouped into cycle. We will look into this. So if you are collecting payment from a customer, you sell product to your customer, this is called a cycle where it involves revenue generation. So we will categorize it into revenue cycle. Okay? Revenue cycle where goods and services are sold for cash or future promise to receive cash. Expenses cycle where you purchase stock or inventory from your supplier and then you pay them. There might be smaller subdivisions of small processes, but the bigger view is that you buy something from your supplier and then in the future you pay them. Okay, this is called expenses cycle. Production cycle, it depends. If you have manufacturers team, or you have the production cycle, then you involve raw material transformation into finished goods. You need machinery, those things. Payroll cycle is HR, where employees are hired, trained, compensated, evaluated, promoted, and terminated. So all is involving HR management. Okay, the last one, financing cycle, where how company gets money to put in future investment or to be the one form of capital. Okay, they can be selling share to company, investor, borrowing money from the bank, okay, and then they will give back the interest to the bank and also paying dividends to investor. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5 main cycle in a business entity. Okay. This is important. Okay. Okay, this is just a quick exercise. Classify each of the following items as belonging in the revenue, expenditure, human resources, payroll, production, or financing cycle. The 5 main cycle we talked about just now. Okay, now there are a few examples of process. So I need you to categorize them into these 5. So where do they belong to? Okay. I will give one example. For example, A, purchase raw material. So which one do you think it belongs? This process will happen in expenditure cycle, okay, where you buy and take or receive your inventory from supplier. So purchase is one of the process. Okay, Yuan Hao, you are back. So we just start our next the topic where business process is related to transactions. A few of business processes connected, combined, will become transactions. For example, where you sell something, purchase, you purchase raw material from your supplier. So this is a transaction. Also, this is a process. Okay? So this process is expenditure cycle, belong to expenditure, where you connect with your supplier. Just remember there are 5 main cycle. Revenue cycle, where you deal with your customer. You sell product and you are expected to collect payment from your customer. So any process involving this customer dealing is inside revenue cycle. The next one is expenditure, where you need your supplier. Okay, you connect with your supplier, you choose your supplier, then you send them purchase order. You want to buy something. Okay, so they deliver goods to you, you pay them. This is called expenditure cycle. The supplier is not limited to raw material or product. It can be others, as long as the expenditure that you will incur to do your sales. Okay. The third one is human resources or payroll. So it involves the hiring of your staff, how you pay your staff, the salary, compensate, or even terminate the terminations. Anything happen, how do you decide whether to terminate or not? And then provide trainings to your staff. All these are including in human resources or payroll cycle. Okay, and then production. Productions mean if your company involved in any manufacturing, okay, from raw material into finished good. So you might have those process that maybe cutting metals and then build it into some forms of used product. Okay, so those productions is inside this cycle. And the last one, financing cycle, just remember how your company gets money. Okay. Except sales, means how they get their capital. Whether they sell share to the public, they issue bond. Some big company, they issue bond to collect, to finance their company. They issue bond means they give out bonds to investor and then investor will pump in money. Something similar to selling share, just the structure of the product is different. Investment product is different. Okay, financing, it can be loan. You loan from banks to finance your company. So this is all including in financing. Okay? How you get money for your company to run. Okay, so now I want you to categorize or classify all this process from A to W. A I already discussed, from B to W into this 5 category of cycle. So very fast, so one by one, starting from Yuan Hao, then Jumbo, then Sanjita, then Paisy. Just tell me B, pay off mortgage on a factory. Okay, so it belongs to which cycle? Okay, we start from Yuan Hao. B, pay off mortgage on a factory means you borrow money to rent, to buy the factory. So now you pay off mortgage. Which one? Start from Yuan Hao.
Oops. Is it the financial cycle?
Okay, yes, financing cycle. How you get monies. You already get mortgage, means you loan from the bank to buy a factory. Now you need to pay back. So it's all involved in financing cycle. You get it, and how?
Yes.
Any question? Because I saw you have a blur face. Okay, C. Jumbo, hire a new assistant controller. Very straightforward.
Human resource or payroll.
Okay, human resource or payroll. D. Next one.
Revenue.
Okay, so this is, you mean you plan, you decide to give a credit limit for a new customer. It means you allow them to buy until this limit before they need to pay. Okay. Some people, some company, they will give them term, means how long period they're allowed to owe. But this one, they give amount. You can buy until this limit before you need to pay. Okay, E, pay for raw material.
Production.
Pay for raw material. No, it's not transforming the raw material. You pay, you still buy and then you pay. It's under which category that you deal with your supplier?
Financing.
Which one? Revenue, expenditure, human resources, production, or financing? Easy? Which one is supplier? You need to deal with your supplier. Still remember? Revenue is with customer, and expenditure is with supplier. So you pay for raw material is under expenditure cycle. Okay, remember, revenue, the party is you and your customer, and expenditure is you and your supplier. Human resources is your HR lah, and staff. Productions, maybe you just think of factory. Okay, what factory needs to be there? Okay, why they are factories? So they are running of production, making raw material into finished product. Okay, maybe rubber into tire or glove. Okay, you need the rubber into glove. So these are the production. Okay, E, we go back to Yuan Hao. Payroll check, straightforward.
Pay.
Payroll check means the salary, the wages. You give them check. Very straightforward. You pay
Payroll.
salary. Yes, of course, human resources. Human resources and payroll is together. Okay, human resources payroll cycle. Anything involving your staff, okay, you hire them, or you pay them, or you train them, or you terminate them, is all under human resources payroll. Okay, then next one, record goods received from a vendor. Jumbo. You receive goods from supplier. Which one?
Production.
Remember who are the vendor is means your supplier. So which cycle involve you and your supplier?
Production.
Oh, expenditure. Remember, expenditure is you and your supplier. Production is the factory. What happened in the factory? Okay. Factory line, there are machinery, means you think how a car is made. Okay. You need metal, plastic, anything, tire, the engine, so all these things, and then transform it into a car. Okay. The process is called production. Expenditure is you buy. Okay, where do you source for the tire, the engine? Okay, you have different supplier. Okay. Then next one, update the allowance for doubtful account. Doubtful account.
Financing cycle.
Doubtful accounts is from where? How you have this doubtful account? Doubtful accounts means customer that have possibility that they won't pay you. This is called doubtful account. It might be chances that this account or this payment going to be default. Okay, so you update allowance. So means you record the provisions. You put in some allowance for this customer to default. Okay, so this involve you and customer. So it belong to revenue. Okay, next one, decide how many units to be made next month. How many units to be made next month? So what?
Production.
Yes,
Production.
production. Very straightforward. You need to know the production units. Complete a picking ticket for a customer order. This one also very straightforward. Jumbo. I skipped busy. Okay, life busy. Complete a picking ticket for a customer order.
Production.
Hmm?
Production.
Complete a picking ticket for a customer order. Why you choose production? It's you and your customer order. So,
Revenue, I think.
yes, revenue. So remember the party inside the cycle. Revenue, you and customer. Expenditure, you and supplier. Human resources, always HR. Production, factory. Financing, maybe bank, investors, okay? Okay, record factory employee time card. Employee time card means they are clock in and clock out.
Oh, the human resource, right?
Yes, tricky. There is factory, but they say it's factory employee time card. So this is payroll or HR. Okay, then else sell concert ticket. Jumbo.
Expenditure.
Sell lah, sell. Hello, sell.
Oh, sell.
So,
Revenue.
revenue lah. And draw on line of credit. Means how much credit you want to give to your customer. So this one I answer, this is belong to revenue. And send new employee to a business active cost. What is this? When you see employee,
Human
That's
resource.
yes, this is training lah, training. Okay, pay utility bills, pay. So
Pay.
Pay, sir. You pay to tenaga. Syabas.
Expenditure.
Yes, expenditure. P, pay property tax on an office building. Property taxes. Pay again. Not loan, taxes only. So tax is a,
Expenditure.
yes, expenditure. Q, pay federal payroll tax. Okay, tricky, a bit tricky. Payroll tax.
Human resource payroll.
Yes, HR. It's something like our KWSP, right? So HR will help to pay your taxes one. Sell a DVD player, sell.
Revenue.
Yes, revenue. S, collect payment on customer account. Customer.
Revenue.
Yes.
Revenue.
Obtain a bank loan.
The financing. Finance.
Yes.
So,
Financing cycle. Pay sales commission.
Human resource and payroll.
Yes. Sales commissions is HR job. Send an order to a vendor, your supplier. You want to buy something, you send them purchase order.
Expenditure.
Yes. Put purchase good into the warehouse.
Expenditure.
Yes, under you and supplier. Okay. Okay. So just this one, we already talked about the key stakeholder. These are all example lah. Okay. So you know every entity have different kind of stakeholder. So these are just commons roles or commons person interest lah. Okay. Okay. Now next. Look at this image. Value change. Okay, what is value change? Value change is like a concept, a summary of what the business are doing. Okay, it actually created by one of the a guy called Porter. So this guy created this value change. Okay, he summarized all the activity in just five, 5 main primary activity of a business, and then he he divided into others support activity, means the admin side of the office. Okay, so from a business we have inbound logistic. Okay, inbound logistic means where you get supplier, you receive suppliers goods, your supplier sends the goods into your company, means inbound, coming in. Okay? You receive coming in, then you operate, mean maybe you change the product, you package the product, or even you manufacture it into a finished good. Okay? For example, Supermax Top Glove. Have you heard of this company? Very hot company nowadays during MCO. Top Glove, Supermax, Corsan. These are all glove company. Okay, they make glove and export to other country. So their share price already goes up during this MCO because everybody needs glove. Okay, so if let's say you are Top Glove, you receive raw material, means maybe rubbers and some chemical things from your supplier. So inbound logistic is the sending of those raw material into your company. Then what are the operations? So you need to transform the rubbers and the chemical, you mixing them together inside your factory and make them into glove. Okay, so those are the operation side. And then you send you after you package everything, you deliver your glove to your customer. So your customer can be in your country, domestic customer inside Malaysia, or you export. So you need to go to custom. You need to choose whether it's delivered by ship or by flight. Okay, so outbound logistic. the deliver of your product to your customer. Okay. Then marketing and sales means how you marketing your glove. Okay. Is it by TV commercial, radio, or YouTube or Facebook? Okay. So you need to know the marketing and sales. And after sales service, maybe you have, so after your customer buying and find some defect or broken already and they want to claim for maintenance or warranty, so you provide this kind of service. So these are the 5 main activity in a business. Okay. You can take out one of them. Maybe your operation is different. You don't involve factory, you don't involve productions. Your operations might be education services, okay, or your operations might be just selling but not making, so you might take out the operations. So this is just a summary, a guideline. Okay. These are the 5 main activities, primary activities that will give you sales. Okay. So you will see on the left side, do you see primary activities in blue words, blue color? So these are the 5 primary. The guy called Porter, okay, he categorized these 5 main activity as primary activities. Okay, the bottom 4, he also add in and call them support activity. Means beside all those primary activities, company needs supporting. So who are the support? Procurements mean buying. Maybe you need purchase department. Procurement means buying, buy. So you purchase raw material, you need purchasing department to go and find supplier, source, okay, and then decide which supplier to use. This is procurement. Technology developments, okay, you might want to do some research and development. So this is not compulsory, but it might be some kind of support activity inside a business. Okay. Then human resources, okay, you need employee, staff, payment of their salary. This is all involved in human resources. Okay, firm infrastructures combine all other services like account. You need account departments. Okay, then maybe you need legal advice. Okay, so any other supporting activity that doesn't belong to procurement, technology, human resources can be categorized into firm infrastructure, maybe like IT department. Okay, so these are the 4 support activity that suggested by this person called Porter inside value change. Then on the right side, you will see a value, a yellow color value, means all this activity is needed to generate value for a company. Okay. So just now we mentioned as processes. So all the processes goes to one of this activity. If you sell things to your customer, it belongs to marketing and sales. Okay. So this is the activity. So this activity will generate value. So from small business processes and transactions, it becomes a primary activity. And then the ultimately goal is to generate value to the company. So you will see this graphic, okay, this chart. Okay. We have few more minutes, I think. Okay, yes. Let's do some quick quiz before we end the class. Okay, just 8 questions. Take out a pen or pencil and just write the answer, and then I give you some time, maybe 5 minutes to go through this 4 questions, ABCD. Okay, data is different from information is which way. It's from what we learned today. Okay. Try to answer. Data, output, information, and input. Output means you generate out. Input, you put in. Okay. So are they different in what way? And then second question is concerning about the cycle. And then what are the primary activity? Try to answer this quiz. Raise your hand. You know that I reaction, right? Raise your hand when you finish this four, then I can move on to the next slide. Okay. Okay, Yuan Hao is done. Sanjita is done. Okay. You wait for Paisy. Okay, next slide. Everyone complete? Okay, Sanjita is done. Paisy also done. Everyone done? Okay, let's discuss. First question, data different from information in which way? Okay, we start from Jumbo. What is your answer?
Information output, data input.
Okay, yes, correct. B, information is output and data are input. Next one, business process that includes goods storage, receiving vendor invoice, and updating payable account is which cycle and how? Good storage, your inventory, okay, where you keep your goods and you receive invoice from your supplier. Vendor means supplier, and then you update your payable account. Means payable when you need to pay, how much you need to pay your supplier. So, which one? You and your supplier. Which cycle needs you and your supplier?
Supplier, is it expenditure?
Yes, correct. A, expenditure. Remember, expenditure is you and supplier. Anything you buy, you pay. 3, which of the following is a primary activity in the value chain? Sanjita, primary. Still remember?
Post-sales service.
Which of the following is yes? The answer is C. The other 3, A, B, D, is the support activity. Just now, the image that I show you, the graphic. Okay. So service is the main. The other 3 is actually supporting, if you still remember from this. Okay. Inbounds, outbounds, operation, marketing, sales, service are the primary. Purchasing or procurements, IT, developments, research, HR, others are all support. 4, which transaction cycles includes interaction between an organization and its supplier? Is like a repetition from previous question. Okay, which one? Daisy?
Expenditure cycle.
Yes. Okay, don't need to repeat. Okay, next one. Which of the following is not a mean by which information improve decision making? It's not. It's not. We go back to Jumbo.
Increase information overload.
Identify situation require provide feedback about the effect that you do. Okay, correct. It's not a mean, means it's not a benefit of information. Okay. A6, in the value chain, upgrading IT is considered what kind of activities? And how? Go back to the value chain, the graphic I show you, support primary. So improving your IT is which one? Go back to this. So improve your IT belong to which activity? Primary or support?
Support, right?
Yeah, answer is support lah. Okay, B.
Mhm.
When a subsystem goal are inconsistent, this is like a common sense lah. Subsystem goal are inconsistent means different. tak sama with the goal of another subsystem or with the system as a whole. So which word?
Goal conflict.
Huh?
Goal conflict.
Okay, correct. The answer is A, conflict. Okay, last one. Which of the following is a function of an AIS?
Transforming data into useful information.
Okay, okay, correct. The answer is B. So this is a quick quiz of revising what you learned from this class lah. Okay, finish. So now it's 11:06. I give you 5 minutes break and get ready for your tutorial questions. And who going to present first? Who want to present first? It goes by the question now. Who present question 1? Be ready. Okay, go and have a drink or toilet. We come back at 11. Now it's 11:06. We come back at 11:15. Okay, go.